So just a quick update on the race mower. I had to pick up another belt today, ripped that one, and it makes sense why now. At least it wasn't just from pure sheer power. As you can see, if you take a look at this belt here, it jumped off the pulley a few times, and I guess the pulley must have rubbed on against it and put a few cuts in the belt. So it gave a bunch of weak spots, and I guess one of them weak spots let go. So, but that's back before when the belt kept falling off and stuff, and I was too lazy to fix it. But I fixed it now, and we don't have that problem anymore. So I had to put on another belt, put on an 83. That was an 82, and what would happen is it was a little bit too small, so as the engine would run, it would actually kind of grab and it would jerk it forward a little bit. But that 83 doesn't have that problem anymore. What the hell happened to the headlight on this thing? This thing's in for repair. My zero turn that I mowed the grass with. It's getting a new fuel petcock. Here's all the lines. And it needs a new fuel petcock and stuff, so it's not real hard to do. May actually put in new lines too. So I bought these today. Paid like $3.99 for them, $5. I bought them at the hardware store. Bought 2 of them. While they're on, well, this one I should have picked up mounting bolts while I was there, because I do have bolts, like miscellaneous bolts and stuff, but none of them are the exact same that would actually do this. So this one actually, this plate here is just ground, and I drilled a 3rd hole for the wire, and I kind of just centered this out here and got it till it looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it, and I'm going to do the exact same thing for the other one. It light works, but since I don't have it bolted down, so turn on my headlights on the tractor, and on. Here's what I was thinking on doing. I was going to buy the one with the dual bulbs, the 2 bulbs setup. And what I was going to do was I was going to not only have this light work off that, I was going to put the tail lights on the back just for the light either way, but when I push down either on a handbrake, and you can just use the safety switches to control that, but when I push down on the handbrake or the clutch, those lights would turn on. Now, when I had the headlights running at night, that'd be the 2nd bulb would turn on. Problem is, the 2 bulb ones were like $5 more, and these are 2 bulb lights. They don't say anything on the box what they are, but you know, it is what it is. So now just my headlights are gonna work. It'll still be pretty badass either way, but because most lawnmowers don't have taillights. I know some of the wheel horses do, but this one's gonna have them. You know, this mower stock didn't come with taillights. So I also got seat belts on it. Not for safety. They're actually probably going to make it more dangerous, because if it tips over, it'll probably crush me. But it's the most of the fact, well, I actually did measure it out, and it won't tip over far enough unless I really tip it hard. You know, usually you can jump out, but chances are actually these seat belts keep you in your seat, because I fell off a few times on this thing, believe it or not. Plus the fact that we ripped the old cushion off a rusty seat, and we got a steel seat now. I may actually get a cushion seat, but you know, seat belts. Why not? And these came out of an old Ford Festiva. And they even got the little locking mechanism in there, so if you pull them real fast, I mean, not right now, but maybe not. Oh, so you pull them out like this, and as it goes back in, and it locks you in, so they don't lock when they're... Some seatbelts just lock when you pull real hard on them. It's a locking mechanism. But anyways, probably the battery's probably running dead in these lights. My only other issue these bulbs draw too much current to the point where it will keep juicing the battery, but if you crank the battery, you crank the engine over too much, you know, it doesn't build up a charge. These lights draw a lot of current. In fact, actually the wires get a little warm when they work. You can feel that one's warm there. These lights draw way too much current, so it's the one issue that there is with this. Those bulbs are take too many watts. And you know, it really has, the tractor really can't even get the battery charge up. It gives it maybe a trickle charge at the most when it's trying to the lights. So now I'm adding these, but I'm gonna change these lights out. These take way too much. Hell, if I can even find a set like this, you know, get the outer diameter, how big they are. And you know, there's a bunch, if you look around, you can find some real neat stuff, you know. That's how I built this tractor. I looked around and I found some really neat stuff for it. And you can, who knows, you know, put some freaking LEDs or something in that thing. That thing will be so badass. You know, who puts LEDs in a tractor? Someone told me that I should get an old radio out of a car and put subs on this thing. I thought about it, but didn't think about it too much. I would have probably been able to do it, but it kind of would have just been almost more of a waste, you know. Just the amount of work would have taken and stuff. Just wouldn't have been worth it. But that's just the update on a race tractor, you know. I'll still be making them, even though the project is pretty much complete now, I'll be still making improvements.